mostly it's the merchants and the shopkeepers that use the mobile or smartphone version. The second way is through a feature phone. So if you don't have internet, or if you just have a regular, the old flip phones, you can dial the number in your country to come up with a menu. It's called USSD, which basically means that you don't need internet for it, and you would see your balance, you can send money, you can pay your bills, everything just through that menu on a regular flip phone, without internet, without connectivity, without anything else. And then the third way is through just a plastic debit card. So we're integrated with MasterCard, but also we have our own local scheme called AfPay.
Okay. And so I know you're out in Afghanistan a lot. That's what I'm seeing online. Can you talk about like the impact there, and then like how blockchain works throughout this whole system?
Sure. So yes, I'm from Afghanistan, and what we were trying to do is solve a lot of the problems with the banking system in Afghanistan. We're looking, of course, to expand globally to many other countries where we can use it to help people. Our goal is to help as many people as we can. That's our mission. In Afghanistan, people used to have to wait in long lines at a center where they would kind of have to travel to. So if you can imagine, a widow mother that has very young children has to travel, spend money out of her pocket to go to a center where they bring bags of cash, and then you have to wait in line for 7 hours with your little kids before you get a little bit of money to then go to the shop to buy some food to eat, as opposed to Hesab Pay. Once you're signed up, you have your card, every month you get your funds, you can go straight to the shop, buy what you want in a very dignified, humane, efficient way, as opposed to this very slow, inefficient, process that's there. So helping the most vulnerable people is the key focus that we're trying to do, and it makes impacts in all their lives constantly. Not only in terms of saving money, in terms of being efficient, in terms of saving their time. Because if they're away from their family, or maybe they're trying to work on a farm or something else, that's also time lost, as opposed to where they can do that. It also opens the world for digital inclusion. We don't realize how many things we take for granted by just being able to pay through a card or something like that. But people that have cash, how do you send money to your family and friends? How do you raise money? How do you pay your electric bill, right? You'd have to go to the nearest town, wait in line at a bank, give your piece of paper of your electric bill, pay it in cash, and come back, which wastes your whole day away from other productivity, other things you could do to contribute. And so the benefits just are keep expanding and help the communities, and we hope to keep expanding on that with new products in the future, including things like microfinance or access to credit. So it's not just giving humanitarian donations, but helping them think about, well, what could I do to set up my own little shop or stand, or get a cow and sell milk, or some chickens, all these different things. Exactly. The whole concept of, as teaching how to fish instead of just fishing.
Yeah, excellent.
Just eating fish.
Yeah, so the Algo fam online, a lot of the Twitter community, they bring up Hesab Pay a lot, and they're really focused on the blockchain technology. So what is it about Algorand that interests you to integrate and partner with Algorand?
So we knew right from the beginning that we wanted to be on the blockchain. We needed something that could be very clear. People didn't have any faith in institutions. There had been runs on the banks, people had lost their money. After the change in government in 2021, actually people could only withdraw a certain amount of money from their bank account. So even if it was their own money in the bank, they put limits on how much you could withdraw. So they just didn't have any faith. Why should I put my money someplace where I could lose it? And so we wanted to have something that's very, very clear, proof, auditable, immutable. Anyone could check on it, transparent. So the values of blockchain really mesh well. We originally started on Stellar, but the costs of running the nodes and the processing transactions were enormous. We had to create our own nodes and servers, and it just kept cannonballing, snowballing, to a great extent. So finally, we after learning about Algorand, how quickly it was, we didn't have to set up all these nodes, so it was much cheaper for us, instant, and then a lot of support from the Algorand Foundation. We were able to shift over to that, and specifically use Algorand as the blockchain of choice for all of our transactions.